This is the Church of St. Paul in the Desert. Now the kids can start coming up, or any adults who want to take their shoes off and join us. Everybody else can probably be seated. Probably. I'm going to need that in a minute. Socks off too. Okay, come on, guys. Oh, watch the fingers. All we need is Father Andrew to fall in the middle of you all. All right. Now, if you can come out around some way so you can look at... I realize everybody wants to look at you, but I need you to be looking at me. So get down there a little bit. In today's gospel, there's probably a number of things there that were a little confusing to you. Were there anything in the scriptures today that were confusing to you? Did you get all that glorify you and glorify you in himself and right away? You got that, right? I didn't. I'm reading it and I wasn't exactly sure. But I bet there were some parts that you got. Where Jesus said, you should love one another just as I have loved you. Did you hear that? Okay, so you know about loving each other, right? Who are some people who love you? Go ahead. Your dads?
Our family and cousins.
Your cousins? Brothers? Okay. The whole world loves you. All right, that's pretty good. You love them too. Okay. Anybody else? Okay, Rama? Whole family. Amen. Whole family. So Jesus was telling people that they should love each other. But if I said, how does your family... Well, Mario said it too. There are some people who love you, right? But you know that you love those people too, or at least most of them, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, you love your cousins. Right, he's right there. He's sitting next to you, so you got to say you love him, right? Okay. So now, how would you go about saying you loved somebody? What's a way? Okay, so let's say your dads or your parents love you. How do they show you that they love you? Now, think about that, Maria. We're picking on the only girl here. How do your parents show you that they love you? Think of an example, okay? They help you out. Can you give me an example of where they help you out? They give you a place to live. Okay, that's pretty cool. Mario? They try to take care of you. So are they known to feed you sometimes? So they give you food. Anybody, probably nobody here, but I know some people whose parents give them hugs. Your parents give you hugs at all? Okay. Do you give them hugs? Okay, so that's one way we can show people we care about them, right? Okay, so Jesus is talking to his disciples, and he's saying, I give you a new commandment. Do your parents give commandments? Okay, what's a commandment that your parents give you? Christoph, what's a commandment that your dads give you? No? Okay, you can be shy, it's okay. Mario? They take out the trash. Take out the trash. Right? Does it sound like that when your parents say it? Take out the trash. No, it's not like that. It's not quite a commandment like that. But they give you some directions, right? They tell you something that's important and you have to do it. Okay, so Jesus gave his disciples a commandment. And his commandment was about how they should love each other. Can you imagine if you heard this? Love each other. That wouldn't sound really serious, would it? I mean, that would sound kind of scary, wouldn't it? You're saying, I'm glad I'm not in his house. Okay. Yeah, I wonder what garbage would sound like if love sounds like that. Yeah. Okay, so Jesus is giving them a commandment. But you know what? I think Jesus already gave them the commandment about loving. I think that this is just explanation today. And so do you know when Jesus gave them the commandment about how they can love each other? That's what we're really talking about. Is, okay, I get the idea of love, but how does Jesus expect us to love each other? He gave us examples. What's an example for Jesus, from Jesus, about how we can love other people, not just our dads and moms, but how we can love other people? Okay, Mario? Helping them? Okay. Sometimes they help you, sometimes you help them. When you think of helping, one of the ways, I'm searching for a word here, and I'm searching for a particular one. It's about serving. When you serve people. So, for example, at a special dinner at your house, let's say grandma or grandpa are at the dinner, or there's somebody important, right? They get seated special, and then everybody brings things out to them, right? That kind of thing. Well, Jesus was at a special meal with his disciples, his group of friends, right? And instead of Jesus, now's when I need that, instead of Jesus sitting at the head of the table, and waiting for and letting them wait on him, Jesus, who was like the most important guy, right? Do you know what he did? He got down on the floor and he started washing their feet. Now, nobody has to get their feet washed. You don't have to get your... I'd like at least one of you to, so I can have a reason to have at least brought this out. Okay, well, I got a couple who are willing. Great. But here's the idea. Think about this. There's plenty of time. Think about this. You all have shoes on, some of them pretty cool shoes, and you all have socks, right? But then they wore sandals and no socks. The roads were not paved. They were dirty and muddy and smelly. So it was a real act of service for some servant or somebody's kid to say, hey, Mario, go wash that guy's feet. And you'd say, I'm not getting near his feet. Okay? But Jesus was the most important fellow at the table, and he got down on the floor and he started washing their feet. So he did this so that they'd have an example of what it means to love one another. So what I'd like you all to do is I'm going to wash your feet. So what I'd like you to do, and I'm just going to do 1 foot, okay, for each of you. So if you'd come up here, you got to stand up to do this. You got to stand up. And again, if you don't want to do it, it's okay. You don't have to do it. I don't want to embarrass you. So come up here. It's not tea, it's just water. Okay, so put your hand on your cousin's shoulder. Put your hand on his, because you're the one that's going to put 1 foot in here. Put your foot in here, and I'm going to wash your foot. It's a little cold. Okay? Now let's think of this as hold on to your cousin. Okay? Okay, now I'm going to dry it. Okay, I'm going to get the toes. Okay. Okay, so when Jesus says love one another, okay, you're done now. You can put your foot back. Now let your cousin come up here and let him hold on to you so he doesn't fall. So when Jesus is saying to his friends, love each other as I've loved you, he has just washed their feet. And so what he's trying to do is he says, if you want to love people the way I love you, you don't have to wash everybody in the world's feet. But you do have to serve. You have to care for other people in important ways. It does tickle, doesn't it? He didn't say tickle others as I have tickled you, did he? Okay, thank you, Ramon. You can put your foot down. And now, somebody be up here to help Christoph. Okay, Ramon or Mario, let Christoph hold on to you so he doesn't trip. Put your foot down. Put your foot down there. Okay, now. Okay, give me your foot here. And I'm going to wash it here. Now, it's pretty unusual. None of you came to church today thinking that you were going to get your feet washed, did you?
I have my feet washed.
You did that at home, right? Yeah, you did it in the shower. Okay. Shower is a lot more efficient, I will tell you that. But I bet it's been a long time since anybody dried your toes like this. Okay? Thank you. And you all are excused. You don't have to do that. But so the message is, Jesus says, I give you a new command, that you need to love each other. And if you're wondering what I mean about loving each other, I want you to serve each other, just like I served you. And the way Jesus served his friends, the way I just served you, was by doing something even as low as washing your feet. And now, here's the thing. When you leave here today, the example for you and for all the other people who've been getting a chance to watch this without having to get their feet washed, is that you need to go out and find a way to serve other people, serving your parents, serving your cousins, your brothers, your sister. But it's up to you now to listen to Jesus, love one another by serving each other. Amen. Thank you.